Barcelona's prime target, Federico Chiesa, seems likely to be snatched up by another club. This news has left Barca fans puzzled and frustrated. What's the sequence of the events? Stay tuned to find out. And we got some exciting football news for you. So stick around until the end to catch all the latest updates. Welcome to Football Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Dani Olmo marks Barcelona debut with clinical game-winning goal and come from behind win over Rayo Vallecano. Dani Olmo made a triumphant return to Barcelona on Tuesday, delivering a dramatic game-winning goal in the 82nd minute to seal a 2-1 victory over Rayo Vallecano. Olmo, who had spent years honing his craft away from his boyhood club, marked his homecoming in style. The decisive goal was a result of a slick combination with fellow Barcelona and Spain teammate Lamine Yamal. Yamal's run down the right flank was nothing short of brilliant, as he weaved his way to the end line and then coolly set up Olmo, who wasted no time in firing a powerful shot into the back of the net, clinching the win. Olmo's journey back to Barcelona is a story of perseverance and ambition. Originally developed in Barcelona's famed La Masia Academy, Olmo surprised many by leaving at the tender age of 16 to join Dinamo Zagreb in 2014. It was in Croatia where he began to make a name for himself, eventually catching the eye of European giants with his performances. His move to RB Leipzig in 2020 further solidified his reputation as one of Europe's brightest talents. Olmo's star shone even brighter during Euro 2024, where he played a pivotal role in Spain's campaign, scoring 3 crucial goals to help secure their first European Championship title since 2012. Despite his early success abroad, Olmo's heart was always set on returning to Barcelona, and that dream became a reality when he signed with the club on August 9, 2024. However, his much-anticipated debut was delayed due to Barcelona's ongoing financial difficulties, which have plagued the club in recent years. The Catalan giants were unable to register Olmo until the day of the Rayo Vallecano match, taking advantage of a loophole in La Liga's roster rules. His registration was made possible by replacing Andreas Christensen, who suffered an Achilles injury over the weekend and will be sidelined for a month. Olmo's long-awaited debut came in the second half of the match against Rayo Vallecano, with Barcelona trailing by a goal. Unai Lopez had put Rayo ahead in the 9th minute, and it wasn't until Pedri's equalizer in the 60th minute that Barcelona began to mount their comeback. Olmo's introduction at halftime added a much-needed spark to the team, and his late goal ensured that Barcelona remained the only team in La Liga to maintain a perfect start to the season with 3 consecutive wins. With momentum on their side, Barcelona now set their sights on extending their winning streak when they face Real Valladolid this Saturday. As Olmo continues to integrate into the squad, fans are eager to see how his presence will shape the team's fortunes in the weeks to come. His registration status may be up for review at the end of 2024, but for now, Olmo is laser-focused on making his mark at the club he has always called home. Barcelona devastated as brilliant 17-year-old tears his ACL and will be out for months. Barcelona has been a force to be reckoned with under the guidance of Hansi Flick, displaying both efficiency and excitement on the pitch. Their latest challenge came against Rayo Vallecano on Tuesday night, where they managed to pull off a hard-fought comeback victory. Historically, Vallecas has been a tough ground for the Catalans, with Rayo winning 2 of the last 3 encounters there and drawing the other. However, Barcelona's resilience shone through as they turned the tide in their favor. The key to their success this time was the introduction of Dani Olmo, who made a significant impact after being brought into the game. His influence was instrumental in securing the 3 points that kept Barcelona firmly at the top of the table. Despite the victory, the match was far from smooth sailing for the Blaugranes, who struggled to find their rhythm in the early stages. The opening 10 minutes saw Rayo Vallecano dominating, with 3 shots on target, including an early goal that set an ominous tone for the first half. The most pressing concern for Barcelona, however, is the injury to their talented 17-year-old midfielder, Marc Bernal. The young star has been a revelation in the midfield, providing a much-needed balance and calmness that the team lacked in recent seasons. His performances have been so influential that they've allowed other young talents like Lamine Yamal to thrive. Unfortunately, according to a report from renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Bernal has suffered a torn ACL ligament, sidelining him for several months. This injury is a significant blow for Barcelona, as Bernal had quickly become a key player in the midfield, stepping up in the absence of veterans like Sergio Busquets. His partnership with Marc Casado had brought a newfound stability to the team, which had been missing since Busquets' departure. The duo's contributions were vital in maintaining Barcelona's dominance early in the season. With Bernal out of action for the foreseeable future, Barcelona faces a daunting task in maintaining their form. The loss of such a promising young player could have serious repercussions for the club in the coming matches, leaving fans anxious about how the team will cope without his presence on the field. Barcelona set to miss out in race to sign Federico Chiesa. Federico Chiesa, a key name on Barcelona's transfer radar, seems set to take his talents to a different destination for the upcoming season. This development, reported by several sources on Tuesday evening, has left Barcelona fans bracing for disappointment. The player in question, Juventus star Federico Chiesa, has been making headlines across Europe as his future remains uncertain. Juventus, under the guidance of new head coach Thiago Motta, appear eager to part ways with Chiesa, who does not fit into the Italian tactician's plans. Barcelona, in their search for a new left winger, had identified the 26-year-old Italian international as a prime target. After their pursuit of Nico Williams fell through, Chiesa emerged as an attractive alternative, offering the right blend of experience and flair without breaking the bank. However, the latest reports indicate that Barcelona's hopes of securing Chiesa are quickly fading. Tuesday brought news that the explosive winger is now on the verge of sealing a move elsewhere, leaving Barcelona scrambling for other options. Renowned football journalists David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano have confirmed that Chiesa is edging closer to a transfer to Liverpool. The Italian star has reportedly given his approval for the move, which is now nearing the final stages of completion. This potential transfer has left Barcelona fans disappointed as they watch one of their top targets slip away. The prospect of Chiesa donning Liverpool's red jersey instead of the iconic Blaugrana has certainly sparked discussions among fans and pundits alike. With the deal seemingly imminent, Barcelona may soon find themselves back to the drawing board in search of the perfect addition to their squad. Feel free to share your thoughts and join the conversation. Barcelona offered chance to sign free agent defender. Barcelona, one of La Liga's most storied clubs, have been presented with an intriguing opportunity to bolster their defense with a new central defender without spending a dime. According to Mundo Deportivo, the player in question is Mario Hermoso, a seasoned Spanish center-back now available as a free agent. Hermoso has been unattached since early summer after his contract talks with Atletico Madrid, his longtime club, fell through. At 29, Hermoso remains a highly sought-after talent, attracting interest from clubs across Europe. His experience and versatility make him a valuable asset for any team looking to shore up their defense. As rumors swirl about his next destination, Barcelona has emerged as a potential landing spot, adding a layer of excitement to the ongoing transfer saga. The need for defensive reinforcements at Camp Nou has become increasingly urgent in recent weeks. With several key players injured, Hansi Flick is facing a major headache. In response, the club's management has been actively exploring options to strengthen their defense before the transfer window slams shut. In the midst of this defensive crisis, Hermoso's name has reportedly been put forward to Barcelona by his representatives. The Real Madrid Academy graduate could provide the experience and stability that Barca desperately needs, especially with the team competing on multiple fronts this season. As the transfer deadline approaches, the question now is whether Barcelona will take the plunge and secure Hermoso's services. The move would not only add depth to their squad, but could also be a shrewd piece of business as the club looks to navigate a challenging campaign. New beginnings. Vitor Roque's emotional journey to Real Betis. On Monday, Barcelona officially announced the departure of Vitor Roque, who has joined Real Betis on a one-year loan. The 19-year-old striker's deal includes an option for an additional 12-month extension and a potential permanent move to Los Verdiblancos. This marks a significant shift for Roque, who hopes to find his footing after a challenging stint at Barcelona. Roque's 7-month spell at Barcelona, spanning from January to August, was a tough chapter in his young career. Despite high expectations, he struggled to find his place under former manager Xavi Hernandez. Even with the arrival of Hansi Flick, who many thought could rejuvenate his form, Roque remained on the periphery, making his departure all but inevitable. In the days leading up to his move, Roque participated in what would be his final training session as a Barcelona player. According to MD, the young striker was visibly emotional, breaking down in tears as the weight of his situation hit him. Hansi Flick and several teammates tried to console him, but the session ended with Roque retreating to the changing rooms, a poignant moment that underscored the challenges he faced at the club. Roque's journey to Barcelona was initially filled with promise and anticipation. Arriving in January, he was seen as a future star, but the reality proved far different. His struggles at the club have been well documented, and his departure, while sad, might be the fresh start he needs to fulfill his potential. The move to Real Betis offers Roque a chance to reset and reignite his career. With less pressure and more opportunities for playing time, he could rediscover the form that made him a sought-after talent. Fans will be watching closely to see if this change of scenery will allow him to flourish and ultimately prove his worth on the big stage. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments your opinion. Tie your shoelaces and let's talk football again. See you soon.